Hello and a happy new year. Welcome to the first episode of the program, Everyone Deserves a Home for the year 2026. For our sponsors, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, the journey to home ownership continues. The commitment to making dreams come true is stronger than ever. Thank you for always tuning in to the program. I am Aisha Muhammad Ahmed, your anchor. The year 2025 for the FMBN was a successful one, and part of that success derives from its engagement with relevant groups and partners to create opportunities for NHF contributors to access affordable homes across the country. And so tonight, as we look back at the year 2025, we will bring you excerpts from our interactions with some of the developers who have worked with FMBN as we look at their projects, modalities that define their work with the bank, and the effect of their project on the economy. Also coming up is the inspiring story of another NHF beneficiary. But before then, let's take a short break, and when we return, the program continues with the news diary.
We are Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, your trusted partner in making home ownership aspiration a reality.
From savings to holding your keys in your hands, our products are designed to make owning a home easier, faster, and more affordable. The National Housing Fund Mortgage Loan gives you low-interest financing to buy your dream home.
The home renovation loan helps you upgrade your space without stress.
And with rent-to-own, you can move into your home first and pay over time.
We also offer the cooperative housing development loan, bringing groups together to build communities.
With our individual construction loan, you can build at your pace on your land.
Our rent assistance loan assists you to pay your rent without stress.
Nigerians abroad can invest back home with our NHF Diaspora Mortgage Loan.
Plus, our non-interest loan for Nigerians with preference for such financing model.
To access any of our products, can you log on to www.ibank.com or visit any of our branches nationwide? We are also very active on all our social media platforms. In FMBN, customer centricity is our topmost priority.
Welcome back. In our news diary tonight, FMBN MD reaffirms commitment to affordable housing for Nigerians, and Dengiwa commends Housing Ministry over award, says it highlights service delivery gains. The Managing Director of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, Shehu Usman Osidi, has reaffirmed the bank's commitment to expanding access to affordable and decent housing for Nigerians, particularly low and middle income earners. Speaking in an exclusive interview on the bank's ongoing housing interventions, Osidi noted that FMBN remains central to federal government housing delivery agenda through innovative mortgage and housing finance solutions. According to him, the bank continues to strengthen its products and partnerships to ensure that more Nigerians, including those in the informal sector, can access home ownership opportunities under the National Housing Fund scheme. He added that collaboration with state governments, developers, and other key stakeholders has remained critical in delivering quality housing units across the country.
We need a lot of collaboration to be able to deliver houses that people can afford. And this can best be done through the instrumentality of PPPs. And the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is engaging in a lot of PPPs by a number of products that we have rolled out.
Osidi further assured contributors and stakeholders of FMBN's commitment to transparency, efficiency, and sustainability, stressing that housing remains a key driver of economic growth, job creation, and social stability. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, he said, will continue to align its operations with the renewed hope agenda, ensuring that every Nigerian has a fair opportunity to own a home. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Musa Dengiwa, has urged staff of the ministry to sustain the current momentum in service delivery following multiple national awards received by the ministry for excellence in public service. The minister gave the charge during the presentation of various awards to the ministry, describing the recognitions as a reflection of improved service culture and teamwork. Among the awards was the head of the Civil Service of the Federation Go Live Category Award, received by the Permanent Secretary Dr. Shoaib Belgore for successfully transitioning the ministry to a paperless system. Under Dr. Belgore's leadership, the ministry fully implemented the Enterprise Content Management System in September 2025, marking a shift from manual to digital operations in alignment with the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan 2021 to 2025, aimed at modernizing the federal bureaucracy. The ministry also emerged as the second best performing ministerial Servicom unit, while Dr. Belgore received a separate recognition for strengthening Servicom operations across the ministry.
Our mandate to provide affordable housing finance to Nigerian workers.
Our focus is on ensuring the financial sustainability of this bank.
Have been developing other products in order to reach the masses.
Strategic partnership is at the core of our business.
We have touched over 14 million lives.
Opening or trying new frontiers that still...
Every Nigerian deserves a home, and we will keep striving.
We are very strategic in the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President.
FMBN, everyone deserves a home.
Welcome back. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has continued to champion housing delivery across the country through provision of construction finance and accessible mortgage financing. These interventions are implemented through strategic partnerships with accredited developers nationwide. In this segment, we will highlight the relationship between FMBN and the developer and how these collaborations are translating housing policies into livable communities.
Established under the NHF Act, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria serves as the country's apex mortgage finance institution, with a mandate to enhance housing delivery and provide affordable housing solutions for Nigerians. The bank continues to play a critical role in shaping Nigeria's housing sector, provide innovative financing solutions, and strategic support for housing development across the nation. Central to FMBN's operation is proactive stakeholder engagement, a key pillar of its 7-point agenda. Through continuous collaboration with developers, housing agencies, government ministries, this approach not only strengthens relationship across the housing sector, but also drives efficiency and accountability, creating an ecosystem where every stakeholder contributes to making home ownership a reality for Nigerians. Critical to its operations is the bank's partnership with accredited developers to deliver structured housing projects tailored to the housing needs of Nigerians.
To actualize a dream.
Developers working with FMBN highlight a structured engagement process that begins with accreditation and continues through project implementation, enabling developers to deliver projects that align with national housing objectives while maintaining commercial viability.
I became a developer through normal procedures which they take before taking developer. They check my documents through the accreditation process. We do some registration with some organization like RIDAN. They make sure that our staff were registered under National Housing Fund. We did all the necessary documentation, and they came for inspection of our offices to make sure that all the accreditation requirements were met. And after due process, we were accredited positively, and we were appointed one of the developers.
I have been a developer, but I got to know about Federal Mortgage Bank through a friend, and he told me that okay, the interest rates are very low, about single digits, and you should try it. And I did, and the good part of it was I didn't even know anybody. I just went through the process, went through all the documentation, and my loan was approved.
Developers working with FMBN key in by accessing construction financing under any of the FMBN product types such as Cooperative Housing Development Loan, Estate Development Loan, Ministerial Pilot Housing Scheme, and FMBN, NLC, TUC, NECA Housing Initiative. The housing units delivered under these partnerships typically includes a mix of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom units, of detached and semi-detached bungalows, blocks of flats or terraced buildings, and are usually planned to serve low and middle income households. Some of the developers visited in 2025 provides a description of the projects carried out for NHF contributors in partnership with the FMBN.
In total, we have 84 units, and the project being delivered by Almucal Dynamics Limited is through the Ministerial Pilot Housing Scheme.
We have almost about 160 houses units here. We have 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, which we have in block of flats. We have a 6 flat in one block. There's one we have a 3 flat in one block. There's one we have a 2 flat in one block.
The project comprises of 255 housing units. The 255 housing units was spread across 4 local governments of Kano State: Kura, Kumboso, Minjibir, Bichi.
As the developers explain, delivery under the FMBN model is often structured in phases, as each phase is designed to integrate essential infrastructure such as internal roads, drainage, water supply, electricity and communal facilities, creating functional and sustainable residential communities.
So we are going to have a farmers market, a sport complex, a technology village, a hotel, a petrol station, a sport complex, a nursery and primary school, a central mosque, a central church, a police station, and a fire service.
As you can see, the normal 3 main infrastructure: we have the lights, we have electricity, we have the road, and we have the water. Is an industrial borehole. We have in strategic places, which gives our landlord water, and we have other amenities like school. There's going to be school, at the end of the project. We have this shopping mall. We have a plan for shopping mall. We have the police posts as a security. Presently, we have a security post, which we have surveillance of 24 hours. And we have playground too for the kids, like a little amusement park, which then recreation center where the adults can relax, and we have all this within this our estate in Abuja here.
Project financing is provided through clearly defined funding structures and phases, with disbursement made in tranches. This phased disbursement supports steady project execution by aligning funding with progress on site.
The project is delivered in milestones. The first phase of the project is to deliver 30% of the housing units as funded by the Federal Mortgage Bank. The second phase is to deliver 30% of the housing units and 30% of the infrastructure as funded by the Mortgage Bank. And the third phase is to deliver 30% of the housing units and 40% of infrastructure, while the fourth and the final phase is to deliver 10% housing units and 30% infrastructure.
The homes delivered under various FMBN funded projects are allocated to verified off-takers, often through cooperatives, FMBN rent-to-own product or direct mortgage. This ensures that beneficiaries can access affordable mortgage financing under clear and regulated terms. The developers shed more light on this aspect of their partnership with the bank.
Majority of off-takers here are from federal parastatals in Kano. Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Nigerian Shippers Council, and Bayero University Kano. But we have a pocket of some other developers, other subscribers from other agencies. But the bulk of the subscribers are from these 3 federal parastatals. The houses were packaged to the off-takers through the rent-to-own window.
We have a different maybe off-takers in this estate. We have civil servants working in Lagos, some working in Ogun State, and then we have some diasporans also in the estate. So in terms of the packaging, it doesn't have any issue. Everything has been done, which we have already started paying the money back to FMBN through the remitter, which some have been paying their money totally back to FMBN, while the others are still paying their money back to the FMBN through the remitter.
Beyond housing delivery, these projects contribute significantly to job creation at the local level. From skilled professionals to artisans and site workers, housing development supported by FMBN generates employment opportunities throughout the construction life cycle, stimulating economic activity within host communities.
Many. We can start by saying that we have direct and indirect employment. Indirect, we have the people like the food sellers, the Okada people carrying, artisans from to and fro the site, block industry, building material suppliers, and all that. Security companies, that we've hired them to secure the estate and all that. We also have subcontractors, and all that.
So far, so good. Without being modest, we will have created nothing less than 100 indirect and direct employments on this project, and it's still going on. We cannot say precisely this is what, as the project is going on, more people are coming in. Directly or indirectly, we have engaged about 100 people as per employment here.
In the face of prevailing economic challenges, FMBN's monitoring and compliance framework ensures that developers adhere to quality standards by adopting cost-efficient construction strategies. This way, affordability is achieved without compromising structural integrity, safety, and long-term durability.
The selling price is fixed by the bank anyway, so the selling price doesn't change. But the challenge is the cost of material constantly change all the time, while the loan is not a contract, it's a loan, so the amount is fixed. And the challenge we have is the cost of material constantly keeps changing, which is very, very hard. So the best one can do is literally, as soon as you get disbursed, you buy all the materials upfront and store them.
In all the locations, we have professionals in our branches. All over the nations, we have professionals. These are foot soldiers that go there daily to monitor what is happening. Then also with this technology, it will support the bank to be able to be monitoring and the foot soldiers doing. So we have 2 monitoring systems that will be used to see what is going on the site. So with that, the bank is fully supervising the construction going on all over the nation.
The FMBN partnership with developers is a win-win collaboration. Developers access finance to build houses for Nigerians, and the FMBN has affordable homes for low and middle-income earners. The NHF contributor is assured of quality homes as a result of this partnership, as the nation takes steps towards closing its housing deficit, one house at a time.
You're still watching Everyone Deserves a Home. Aside providing mortgages, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria also gives Nigerians contributing to the NHF a window to improve their living conditions. This is through the Home Renovation Loan, designed to help homeowners upgrade and preserve their homes. Let's hear from a beneficiary of the Home Renovation Loan to know more. Do stay with us.
I find that it's working.
It's something fantastic. It's great. It's very easy to access.
It's flexible.
The mortgage is really.
I call myself a landlord.
I'm a happy homeowner.
It's a dream come true. On the click of a button, you can access our facilities.
Malama Meru Abba, a staff of the State Universal Basic Education Board (SUBEB) in Kano State, first heard about the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria through a sister who works at Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital. After learning about the bank's product, she decides to apply for a home renovation loan.
I first heard of the home renovation loan from my sister, who works at Aminu Kano Hospital. She told me that she applied for the loan and asked me why I didn't apply. I told her I was not aware of the program, but I will ask around. So when I got back to my office, I asked one of our directors, and she confirmed that the bank had brought the application forms, but that they were not enough, and she offered to give me her own if I wanted to apply. That was how I collected the form and completed it. I know about the FMBN and the fact that they offer loans to buy houses, but I was hearing about the home renovation loan for the first time.
With her house in urgent need of repairs, she took advantage of the loan, accessed ₦1 million and renovated her house.
I got a home renovation loan of ₦1 million, and it has helped a lot with the renovation because that was the reason I collected it.
Malama Meru expresses joy as she explains how she used the funds to refurbish her home, including the bathroom, kitchen and living spaces.
I was really happy when I got the loan because my house needed renovation at that time, but I was not able to do it until I got the loan. I was able to tile the living room. I repaired the floor in my compound, also renovated the sitting room, the toilet and the kitchen. I even painted the house. In fact, I did a lot with the loan at that time.
For her, repayment was convenient with a deduction made directly from her salary.
To be honest, I am satisfied with the payment arrangement. There are monthly deductions from my salary, which is very okay with me. I am still repaying the loan, but doing so without stress.
Malama Meru expressed satisfaction with the process and encourages more Nigerians to subscribe to the NHF scheme.
I am calling on Nigerians, my fellow Kano State citizens, and also workers like myself that have not keyed into the loan scheme offered by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to apply for it because I am one of the proud beneficiaries.
Our question for the week is, what is the FMBN doing to improve turnaround time for the approval of loans?
One of the things that the bank has done, we have brought in what we call core banking application. This core banking application has made the work easy. You, as a loan seeker, you can apply directly on that platform and your loan will come. So it doesn't, in fact, the management that we have now, it's every day, or let me call it every day or every other day, they call over for you to know, is there any loan approval that is still standing in your dashboard? You know, every person tries to clear their dashboard so that it is not standing with you. As long as the applications are properly filled, nothing keeps them. We give the loans promptly.
That's how far we can go on this edition of Everyone Deserves a Home. For more information, visit www.fmbn.gov.ng or walk to any of our branch offices nationwide. You can also keep track of your NHF contributions by dialing *219# or visit ibank.fmbn.gov.ng to register. You can begin your home ownership journey today by taking advantage of the NHF scheme. Join us again next week, same time, same station, for another episode of the program. My name is Aisha Muhammad Ahmed, wishing you a good night and a prosperous new year. Until then, goodbye.